Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd all like to take your seats. Now then, as you two are getting married today, and a little bit closer together. Spencer, please hold the lady's hand. Day of romance and love, that's better. Super. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Oak Royal. You are the very honoured people who've been invited here today to witness and celebrate the marriage of Spencer and Rachel. My name is Roger Moss, and it is my very great privilege and very great pleasure to be here today to conduct proceedings and guide our couple through the legal words of their civil marriage ceremony. Now, over to the left is my friend and colleague Christine. Christine is the marriage registrar, who has the very important task of, first of all, witnessing the ceremony, recording all the details into the official marriage register, and then issuing a copy of that entry at the end of the ceremony in the form of the marriage certificate. So Spencer and Rachel, on behalf of the Lancashire Registration Service, Christine and I would like to welcome you both and your very special guests. Today is a very important day for you both because you have chosen today in which to make your legal commitment to each other. This is the day you will become husband and wife. Now, all relationships take place in a framework of family and friends, and I'm sure that it means a great deal to you both that they're here today, not just to witness your marriage vows, but to share with you the happiness and joy of this very special occasion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I can proceed with a civil marriage ceremony, there are certain words which I must address to you all. I am required to tell you that this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. We're all here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Spencer John Davis and Rachel Louise Marston. If there is any person present who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage taking place today, they should declare it now. You'll be pleased to know you've got to be over 10 at least, so nobody else is crying, I hope, so we're all... So Spencer and Rachel wish to marry. For in each other's company, they have found fulfilment and love. As a consequence of this love, they have drawn closer and they now wish to offer to each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. Through the vows that they make to each other today, Spencer and Rachel are pledging themselves to each other for all the years ahead, believing that through the strength their marriage will bring, they will share whatever life may hold for them. For each of us, the experience of love is different. One thing is for sure, we all know when we find the right person to love, the person that we want to get married to. You two are about to exchange the vows which will unite you as husband and wife. The words are a formal and public pledge of your love and a promise of lifelong commitment to each other. A marriage joins two people who trust the lovely family, who wish to share their hopes and aspirations. It is a partnership in which love can grow. It is a statement to us all here. Love, friendship, commitment that you already share with each other, that you wish to continue sharing for the rest of your lives. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a very important, a very traditional role in any marriage ceremony is that of the person who has to escort the bride down the aisle on her wedding day. And for Rachel, that very special person is her dad, Graham. So, Graham, can I just ask you to stand again, please, sir? I'm going to ask you a very important question now, Graham. The rest of the day hinges upon your response, so there's no pressure at all. That's fine. But are you happy to see Rachel getting married today to Spencer and to wish them both well as they continue their journey through life together?
I am, yes.
Good man. Could you take your daughter's left hand, sir, and pass it across to the safekeeping of Spencer? Thanks very much, Graham. I'd like to return to you soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, this now brings us to the formal and legal part of the civil marriage ceremony. So I'd like to invite our two witnesses, please, Chris and Samantha, to come and stand by the side of Rachel and Spencer. Now, before you two are joined in matrimony, I must remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are both about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you should not be married to each other here today. So time-honoured tradition, Spencer, that the groom says the declaration first. So if you will repeat these words after me, please. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
No legal reason.
Why I, Spencer John Davis.
Why I, Spencer John Davis.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Rachael Louise Marsden.
To Rachael Louise Marsden.
Rachel. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
No legal reason.
Why I, Rachael Louise Marsden.
Why I, Rachael Louise Marsden.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Spencer John Davis.
Spencer John Davis.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Spencer and Rachel have now declared that they are legally free to marry. So the solemn moment has come for them to contract their marriage before you, their chosen witnesses, and you, their family and friends. So if you two would like to hold both hands, and I'm going to now ask Spencer a very important question. Will you take Rachel to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love, respect, and care for her?
I will. I thought there was more.
No, they're the only terms and conditions, Spencer.
And you mentioned I will as well. What waiting for it.
And Rachel, will you take Spencer to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love, respect, and care for him?
I will.
That was a bit quicker. So Spencer, I would now like you to say the following very important words to each other. You're going to demonstrate to everyone here your love and your commitment to be married to each other. So if you will say these words to Rachel, please. I, Spencer,
I, Spencer.
take you, Rachel,
Take you, Rachel.
to be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Rachel, if you say these words to Spencer. I, Rachel,
I, Rachel.
take you, Spencer,
Take you, Spencer.
to be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
So, Chris, Samantha, thank you both very much. That's your listening duties completed just for the moment. Thank you. So, Spencer and Rachel have asked to say some additional words and promises to each other. So, Spencer, once again, if you'll say these words to Rachel. I promise to live together.
I promise to live together.
In love and harmony.
In love and harmony.
To cherish and care for you.
To cherish and care for you.
Whatever the future may bring.
Whatever the future may bring.
Rachel, if you'll say these words to Spencer. I promise to live together.
I promise to live together.
In love and harmony.
In love and harmony.
To cherish and care for you.
To cherish and care for you.
Whatever the future may bring.
Whatever the future may bring.
You two can have a breather for a minute, because I'm going to ask Norma to come and do our reading, please, which is an extract from Les Mis.
Extract from Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We pardon to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be lonely. And the great happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved, loved for ourselves, and even loved in spite of ourselves.
Well done, Norma. Let's give Norma a round of applause. So this now brings us to the exchange of wedding rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the vows that you two have made to one another. Your wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It symbolises everlasting love and is the outward sign of the lifelong promises you have made. Wear these rings with love and pride, this day and every day. Now, as our best man Chris couldn't be trusted with the rings, we've got a very responsible young man to come forward, named by the name of Sam. Come on forward, Sam. Poppy's otherwise engaged at the moment, so we'll not involve Poppy. So, Spencer, I'd like you to take Rachel's wedding ring first from the cushion. Now, Sam, could I just ask you just to reverse back a little bit so we can get some nice photographs? And Spencer, if you'll place the ring halfway onto Rachel's third finger left hand, now keep tight hold of it there and say these words to Rachel. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and a token of my love for you.
and a token of my love for you.
Place the ring onto Rachel's finger.
Any butter? And Freezer-mad as well, I think.
Perfect fit. Perfect fit. And now Rachel, if you'll take Spencer's wedding ring from Sam and place it halfway into his third finger left hand. Keep tight hold of it there and say these words to Spencer. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and a token of my love for you.
and a token of my love for you.
Place the ring onto Spencer's finger. Now Sam, I've got one more big job for you. I want you just to go and check those 2 wedding rings and make sure they're well and truly on Mum and Dad's fingers. Yeah? Definitely on there, aren't they? Fantastic. So off you go back to your seat. Let's give Sam a round of applause. He's even making a speech later, so that's something to look forward to. So Spencer, Rachel, the purpose of marriage is that you two may always love, care and support each other through all the joys and sorrows of life. And that love may be fulfilled in a relationship of permanent and continuing commitment. When 2 people love and care for each other in a marriage, they create a spirit which is unique to themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. A marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of 2 people who love each other. It's a promise to share one life together, and it takes a lifetime to fulfill. But you're trusting each other, and each be worthy of that trust. Never forget the promises that you have made to each other here today, nor lose sight of the fantastic, the amazing things in your relationship that have brought you here to this precise moment in time. And if you let respect, tolerance and friendship be the foundation of your marriage, you will create a lifetime together of peace, love and happiness as husband and wife. And I'm sure that every single person here in this room will hope and trust that all these things will come true. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to finish the ceremony with some words by Mark Twain. I cannot promise you a life of sunshine. I cannot promise you riches, wealth or gold. I cannot promise you an easy path that leads away from change or growing old. But I can promise all my heart's devotion, a smile to chase away your tears of sorrow, a love that's true and forever growing, and a hand holding yours through each and every tomorrow. Now Spencer and Rachel, you can hear me over the rustling sweet packet. You have now both made the declarations prescribed by law. You have made a solemn and binding commitment to each other in the presence of your 2 witnesses, your family and friends. And having symbolised your marriage by the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, it is now my privilege and very great pleasure to be the first person to be able to congratulate the 2 of you and tell you that you are now husband and wife. And sir, this is where you get to give the wife a kiss. Right, just come that way, please. Right, Spencer, first job as husband, please, is to escort Rachel around to this side of the table, ready for you both signing the marriage register for us. Get the shrubbery with you, Rachel. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the part of the ceremony where we're signing the official marriage register. We ask that nobody takes any photographs or video, just whilst we complete this part of the legal process, all to do with very boring reasons with data protection. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next time I say the word David, possibly can, because it is my very great privilege and my very great honour to be the first person to be able to introduce you to the very new Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
Heartbeats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still.
Britain's Got Talent. Come on, Graham. We've got the judges here. We're going to start the speeches with the very proud father of the bride, Graham.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're all here. For people who don't know me, I'm Graham. I'm Rachael, so I'm very proud to be. I'd like to welcome and thank everyone for coming today to celebrate the marriage of Rachael and Spencer. At last, I must say. As two families are brought together today by marriage, it's a very sad that some family members and friends can't be with us today. Can we please stand and raise a glass to absent family and friends? Family and friends. I think Rachael looks absolutely stunning today. She's always been my princess. But sometimes. But you look like a princess today, love. And by the way, Spencer, you scrubbed up right today.
Cheers, Dad.
And I love that shirt. Is it tailored or a regular fit?
Listen, I'll tell you now.
No, it's a historic garment shirt. Is it? Because I'll buy the same one next time. I've known Spencer for many years now, and I think over the years we've become good friends, really. Now, today is my in-law, but it's my son, really.
Cheers, Graham.
And I couldn't wish for a better son. Standing and raise your glasses for a toast to the bride and groom, please.
Bridegroom. Right, it's me apparently.
I'm right now.
Have a beer. Don't want to take too much of your time drinking, ladies and gentlemen. It's only
18 minutes.
What was that?
I'll go 8.5, please.
What's the clock on? Keep it
Spencer,
quiet.
keep going, drag it out because I've done a long time.
So, on behalf of me and the missus, thanks very much for coming. Especially the Brummy lot. And a long trip. I can only apologise. Especially taking the knowledge that we've spent the best part of £8 on a vodka and coke anyway later on. Bless you. So, yes, for want of a better phrase, I'd like to raise a glass to Brummy Lot for coming.
Yeah.
And my auntie Chris as well, bless her.
Nan put the glass in my bag.
Unfortunately, some of them can't be here for several reasons. My dad, my mum, bless her. Auntie Janet, Uncle Tony, etc. And little Ted. But hey ho, so have he. So, again, we've all done this before anyway, but yeah. Again, raise a glass, gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. Cheers. Firstly, Her Royal Highness. She's got a few names. Her Majesty. Beautiful, I'd probably say. Very privileged. Very nice. And you, Pops. She's only expected 2 things from me today. The first being to collect everybody's suit, so I thank the lads for that. The second turned up, so at least I've managed to pull that one off, haven't I? And some have said I'm punching above my weight. All I can say is that there ain't no work to treat on the first date. So yes, I'm not the easiest person to live with. I can vouch for that. I've had 18 years from Sharon. But yeah, she puts up with mad ideas, silver and hydrogen, apart from others, don't you? Bless you. But yeah, thank you, darling. And we've got 2 cracking little babbies. Yeah. She'll be running around with that fruit shoot. But yes, so to Her Majesty. And I'd like to say Her Majesty as well. Second, I didn't even say prospective mother-in-law because you're actually mother-in-law. I'm father-in-law. Sounds a bit strange, that, doesn't it? Yeah, sounds a bit strange, that. Thanks for the wedding preparations and for keeping Her Majesty sane. And ultimately all the endless childcare duties as well that you've done that, because we wouldn't cope without you for obvious reasons. So yeah, we've done lots without your help. I've been asked to say Helena as well, and who else was Sam. Thank you for the cheers. Yes, for the bridesmaid and the hen party type stuff. Cracking photos of me, by the way. Hard work getting them photos, isn't it? And to the chaps, Chris, Concrete, Whoopding. Cheers for being mates, ultimately. Yes, and you as well, Millie. I know you out there. So yeah, thank you very much for coming, folks. I hope you have a good time. I can chill out and have a few sherbets now. A few anyway. So, are you ready for some? So, oh yeah, sorry. I'd like to just give the mother of the bride some flowers, if possible, a little present. Would you go and get them, please, from your coat? Trust me, I've paid for it. Come on, kid. The clock's running.
Come on, speed up, because 2 minutes and then I'm a winner.
Warmer.
Oh!
Yeah, I need some. Probably. I don't know. You ain't even in it. We're just missing some flowers. While we're waiting, thanks ever so much to Sam. Bridesmaid, it's quite important as well, isn't it? As she's told me. And you. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Welcome.
They're in the toilet.
In the bowl.
last lot. Big up. Thanks Teaching Hospitals and Blackburn, actually. Thanks very much. Cheers for coming. That's it. What time are we on now?
Yeah.
So, without further ado, I'll pass you on to my chief best man, the legendary Samuel Jasper Davis.
Hello everyone, my name is Sam. I am 8 years old. I have a brother and sister, and Spencer and Rachael are my parents. I want to thank everyone for joining us on this special day. I'd like to say how dapper the Brains men look.
I'd just like to point out, nothing to do with this speech whatsoever.
And how well the bridesmaids have scrubbed up for this time. Firstly, I'd like to say how absolutely gorgeous Mum and he looks today. I think you'll all agree. Not only is she looking beautiful today, she's also caring, sweet, and she deserves an amazing husband. Thankfully for my dad, Mum agreed to marry him before she found one. I would like to share some stories about my dad. Story 1. At the Trafford Centre, Dad ran up the bottom escalator, the down escalator and fell, so ended up back at the bottom where he started. Talk about embarrassing. What a plonker. Story 2. When Dad was younger, he had a fight with Uncle Wes and damaged his knuckle, but still had to wash the cars and move the water. Grumpy later took him to the hospital to have an x-ray and he had a broken knuckle. Ow! Thomas, Poppy and I are very lucky to have such special and wonderful parents. I'd like to raise a toast tonight, Mum and Dad, so please lift your glasses to Spengler and Ray.
Spengler and Ray.
Please can I ask Mr. and Mrs. Davis to sit in the chairs in front of us. Remove your shoes, pass one shoe to the other person.
Here we go.
Take 5 hours.
I'm enjoying it. Oh, it is.
Rachel, take your time. I'm on 30 minutes.
You need both, Ben. You need both. You need to borrow one shoe each.
Hello.
You got the holes in your socks?
No, no.
Oh, well,
Fresh on today.
I bought it
Fresh on.
yours is the same colour.
One shoe.
No, both. We need one each.
Oh, yeah.
What are you sniffing for? Span, you need a shoe each. She already got one of yours. She's wearing high heels. She's got it.
There is new disco shoes.
Number 1.
Right, so let's just point out, Sam's going to read out some questions, and then basically you need to raise the shoe who you think that relates to. So if it's Spenny, do the high heels. Other way around, sorry. So Sam's going to read you some questions.
Number 1. Who made the first move?
Controversy.
Number 2. Who was the most messy, excluding me?
He thinks.
Number 4, who's the best driver? And number 5, who breaks the most wind? Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the best little man speak. So please can I ask that you all raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
Public speaking, I think, will be his forte.
And please, not let go.
Dropping in from inside.